really important to think about, and you've seen lots of versions of these, but why is this important to consider your audience and how they will respond to your presentation? What's the common ground? I mean, some of that is empathy, is it not? Are you not particularly... You're all in the same position. You all have to present. No one gets given an option. Some might need to present before others. That's about the only difference, isn't it? But there's a common ground in the middle. But then there's a lot of other stuff going on. It's even just, what do they know about the subject? Do they care? And for instance, social media, is there anyone else presenting that in your class?
Yeah.
I bet there is. So that in itself is a consideration. You say, there'll be repeated information potentially. What makes yours different? You don't know, perhaps, but all of those elements. And the common ground, I think, is important. That's different, again, to the ground you might have as a teacher. My ground with you is quite different, because we're not. So the way you might, again, just consideration. What do they know? And that can also include all of those elements such as space. I think quite often people don't think enough about the audience. They think so much about presenting. And this can be a key. So, sensitive issues even. Who is in your class? Do you know who is in your class? I know, as a Core 109 tutor myself, that there are lots of opportunities to get to know your class members. It's built in. It's part of the learning involved. So, thinking about that. Even just terminology you use. Do you have, one that rings very true for myself as a teacher is I've worked a lot with international students. I've come from a background of teaching English as a second language. So thinking about use of idiom or making sure that things like that are explained or presented in a way that I will also connect with those students. Or humour. Humour is great, but some people might miss it. So how am I going to take it out altogether? Or am I going to reiterate it in a way that it allows for knowledge from everyone, including someone who may not have an understanding of some of those cultural contexts? Age range. I make jokes sometimes and I suddenly realise, only that group there that were born in the 60s got my joke, and so it's those sort of things. Have you thought about how you're going to appear? Standard of dress. That in itself, that takes no time, and that can have a huge influence. Plus it shows preparation. Previous topic knowledge. What does your group already know about social media? Where do they stand already? That's another good consideration. Okay. I think this is sort of, I stole a slide from somewhere else or adapted it. I adapted a lot of slides. The speaker must focus on the words, attitude, tone and outward appearance, but the audience has needs as well. So we've talked a little bit about that. So just as you would write for your readers, you write for your readers with your written assignment, you've just done it, I'm sure you're doing others now. You should try to speak for your listeners, not for yourself. But you start, I think, by writing for yourself. But rewriting for your listeners is a great thing to think about. A good way to do that is to practice on someone who knows nothing about your topic at home. I actually have invited students to come and practice their presentation with us in drop-in. 10 minutes, perfect. You could go in there tomorrow. Just get someone who doesn't know, well, they probably do know a little bit about the topic, but another point of view. You can do that at home. Easy to do, doesn't require a lot of time, but often overlooked as well.